Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going fabric shopping for the temperature quilt, which will be starting on the 1st of January 2024. It was my birthday last weekend, so this is why we've got birthday decorations up. Me and my sister are going to a shop called the Bramble Patch, which is in Northamptonshire, I think. It's around an hour away from us. So I'm going to my sister's and then we're driving there. So we do expect to have, a good morning, afternoon out. So that's really nice. We've got a bit of a packed lunch that we're going to take as well. I have planned out the colours that I've assigned to each temperature. So I've decided to go for a 3-degree increment. So I'll have 15 colours in total, ranging from -6 up to, I think it was 36. So if it goes outside of those temperatures, I'll just pull from stash. It will only be a very small number of fabric that goes outside of those temperatures, I think. So all I've done is I've done like a little chart, and I've just coloured in next to each of the temperatures what rough colour I want to put with them. And then when I'm in the shop, I'll decide on like what colour tones I want. I'm hoping to go for some Liberty. The Bramble Patch don't sell Liberty Tana Lawn, but they have a huge collection of Liberty quilting cotton, so I think I'll go for that. But obviously, with it being Liberty and just fabric in general, it is expensive, isn't it? So when I come back, I'll let you know how much I purchased of each fabric and the temperature that fabric's assigned to, just so you can get an idea. But like I said in the last video, I'm going to try and go for things that can be easily bought again if I need to throughout the year, because it's hard to predict the temperatures, isn't it? So fingers crossed. So come along with me. I'll record a little bit of footage while I'm in the shop, and then when I'm back home, we'll go through the fabric that I purchased. I'm back from the shop. So I purchased all of the colours that I wanted for the temperature blanket and a little bit more. So let me show you what I've purchased. But before I do that, let me just show you this colour chart that I had. So if you're in the Facebook group, I will upload this file. It is in Celsius, and this is a 3-degree increment, but I've also made a 5-degree increment, and what you can do is just use it to plan out your colours, what colours you want and how much you actually want of each colour. So those are the colours that I went for. I went for purples. I tried to go in groups of 3. So some purples for the coldest, moving into blues, transitioning into yellows and greens, peaches and oranges, and then into pinks and kind of like fuchsias or bright reds I was hoping for the hottest temperatures. So as you can see, it goes 36 to 38, depending on what type of year we have. I don't know if we'll even get to that. Not last year, the year before, we definitely would have. We had a really hot spell, but last year it was just wet and windy all summer, so who knows what we'll get. And that's why I found it quite hard to predict the quantities of fabric that I need. Now, I don't know how this landed in my bag. So these are just some Christmas ribbons that I purchased for an upcoming project. I thought that was really good to have in stash. It was £6 for a whole load of Christmas ribbons, perfect for what I need. And then also somehow we ended up with some Liberty Fat Quarters. Christmas, not traditional Christmas, which I quite like. I don't think I usually go for traditional red and greens. These are pinks and tealy blues, which I think are so beautiful for Christmas. I particularly like that one. They've got that print in like a darker blue background, but this is like a teal blue. My dog's trying to rip up the ribbon back. We'll put those there for safekeeping. So let's start with the fabric then. I'll go through each one by one, but I will also at the end, no, maybe I'll put that in now, just an overview of the colours so you can see what I actually came up with. Now with the colours, well, not necessarily the colours, it was the patterns that I was thinking I need to be careful here, because there's going to be 2 patterns on top of each other and that could be quite clashy, but I love the colours, I love the patterns, so I'm just going to jump in with both feet. I think if you're going to do a design where the 2 daily temperatures go side by side, so like a half hexagon together, I don't think you'll have as much of a problem because they'll go really nicely side by side. But I'm going to do an applique block, so the blocks will go over the top of each other. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't look too clashy. I might do a practice block before I actually start. Maybe I'll do that block on the tutorial for you guys. So let's go through the colours. So this one is 36 to 38. Again, don't know if we'll get much of that. Next one, 33 to 35. I only got fat quarters of those. The rest of the amounts, until I tell you so, was just half a metre. I either bought that in 2 fat quarters or actual half the metre off the roll, which I think is probably more, isn't it? But like I said, I'll be able to buy some more if necessary. And I also went for colours that I know I'll use in other things if I have some left over, so I wanted it to be to my personal taste as well. So sticking with the pinks then, the next temperature is 30 to 32. So those are my hottest 3. Then going into, sorry, I'm just looking at my guide, 27 to 29. 24 to 26. Again, I thought I'd go for a plain, so that, well, it's not really a plain, is it? It's like a low volume, but then when it's over some of the patterns, it won't look as bold. That's what I tried to do. So every 3, 2 out of the 3 were like bold patterns or like florals, and then the other one was either a plain or a low volume type of thing, so you'll see those as I show you. This one, 21 to 23, I think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all into Ziploc bags and label on the Ziploc bags, because by the time January comes I'll probably forget which colour is which temperature, so I am going to put them all away. So moving into greens now. So this one is 18 to 20, and what I really liked about this is it actually fades really nicely from that one. I think, you know, it's got the oranges, it's got some pinks which echo earlier colours, so I like that. 15 to 17 degrees. I really like these 2 together. And then this one is 12 to 14. Again, really like all of those 3 together. Moving into the cooler temperatures now, 9 to 11. I really like this one. It brings in the yellows, the greens and the pinks from the shades before. Then we've got 6 to 8. Didn't buy a half a metre of this. I just bought 2 fat quarters. 3 to 5 degrees, again just 2 fat quarters. So this is another example where I just bought more of a low volume, because the thing that I found is, yes, I think these temperatures for me, these fabrics reflect the temperatures for me, but then you've also got to think about it. So this is 3 to 5 degrees, or was it 0 to whatever, so this might end up being with one of these. So you can't really predict where the colours are going to lie and how they're going to look. So it's going to be so much fun to see how people's actually turn out. I am really, really looking forward to that. So if you're not in the Facebook group, I will leave the link to that in the description down below, so you can request to join if you want to. But of course, I will be posting the updates here on YouTube. So moving into the below freezing temperatures, this was 0 to 2. It's 3 to -1. Again, just a nice plain one, I thought. Bought 2 fat quarters of that because I did think that would be quite a common temperature, perhaps in early spring and certainly autumn, winter. And then -3 to -6 was this really nice dark rich purple, and I really liked the floral pattern on this. So again, if we're thinking about the winter temperatures, -3 to -6, yeah, but also you might not get much above freezing, which is my freezing, let's say 3 to 5 degrees. Oh god, I haven't got them labelled and I'm getting all in a pickle. I think it's that. So I think that goes quite nicely. I think the thing is, you're going to have such varying temperatures to varying fabrics to represent the temperatures. They are going to be a little bit, you know, not 100% matching as you would do with a normal quilt. But I think individually all of these fabrics are beautiful. Let me show you again. So there we go. I do apologise, I've been looking down at my list so much, I'll try and cut some of that out. But yeah, I'm going to label them all up, put them in Ziploc bags just so I can remember what colours they are, and I'll leave them in those Ziploc bags throughout the year then, just so I don't forget and get anything muddled up. So let me know in the comments down below, have you purchased your fabric for your temperature quilt yet? Are you joining in? What block are you planning? I am so excited to see what everyone else is doing. I think we're at over about 80 members in the Facebook group, and it's a really nice group, really encouraging. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to progressing with this. So there we go. And once again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to just leave them in the comments and I will reply to those. Comments are getting quite difficult to reply to all of them, but I do, hand on heart, read all of the comments, and I appreciate every comment that you guys leave. If I do leave a heart next to the comment, you know that I've read it, but I just don't always have time to reply to every comment. I wish I did, but I am trying my best to make sure I reply to questions and things, and I'll reply when I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.